So I had a police officer who was involved in a domestic violence incident with his fiancée, who was also a police officer, okay? The two of them were in a hotel room, some alcohol was consumed, a loud fight happened, a struggle happened, injuries were found on my client predominantly, and both of them were duking it out and knew how to fight. So when police showed up, they initially thought that my client's significant other may have been the individual who was the primary aggressor. As they were about to arrest her, my client stopped this by saying, no, 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 I did it. I'm the person who started the fight. Immediately, he was taken into custody, handcuffed, obviously incredible professional repercussions for somebody who is a cop, right? If you get convicted of a domestic violence offense, you can't carry a gun. Can't carry a gun, can't be a police officer, okay? Sure. And then obviously this was a situation where the couple wanted to stay together. They loved each other. They cared about each other. So do we start this conventionally by arguing the other person committed the crime? My client was just defending himself. She was the primary aggressor. What does that do to the couple? What does that do to what's going on? So instead, what we did is we started looking at underlying issues. And we discovered that this relationship had a lot of issues, that both my client and his partner were really in dire need of somebody to teach them how to interact and communicate as a couple. And then specifically looking at my client's background, it turned out that alcohol was something he really had an unhealthy relationship with. Being a police officer is incredibly stressful. And if you come into this line of work, being a cop, for the right reasons, but with a lot of baggage, psychological damage included, it can really amplify what's going to happen to you and how it's going to affect your mental health. And this is exactly what happened to my client. And so he ended up getting super intense treatment. He engaged in couples therapy and couples counseling with his significant other. He has done so much work that we were able to overcome this double standard and this presumption that police officers should know better and should not be extended these leniencies. And we were able to persuade the district attorney to grant diversion. He was never convicted of a crime, so he couldn't be fired for not being able to carry a gun. He didn't have those consequences. Instead, he pursued treatment very aggressively for more than 2 years, got so much healthier and so much stronger and so much better, addressed the underlying problems in their relationship and personal issues, and the case got dismissed.